A letter from my real mom and dad. The first time I realized adoption could be painful, I was in kindergarten, and some kids pointed out that because I didn't look like my mom, there was no way she could be mine. But more than anything, they pointed out that my real mom must not have wanted me. At this young age, I learned that no one in my family would look like me. While the feeling of being wanted was never absent, the feeling of being different lurked around unexpected corners. From the first time I heard the word chink, to discussions of family trees and genetics in school, and even in medical questions about previous conditions, there has always been an undeniable sense of not always knowing where I was from. As time went on, I was determined and taught to be proud of who I was, and I grew into my adopted skin. As a family, we were proud to have each other. We were not limited by race, but connected by love. In my own identity, Korean became Asian, which turned into Asian American. But more than anything, I was a Melahan. As a child, I was the embodiment of nature versus nurture. I was a living example that your environment what was really important. Our traditions and rituals were born in Scotts Valley and Santa Cruz. My tummy full of goat's milk, pasta, meatloaf, quinoa, and lumpia. I spent Christmas Eve with Santa and cousins, had tea parties, wore Halloween costumes, played sports, acted out Shakespeare, sat in the back of vans and Volvos for road trips, and traveled the world. There is no mistake that these are the experiences that have defined who I am and where I am from. As I got older, my desire to embrace being Korean grew with my gratitude for being adopted. Now as an adult, Todd and I find ourselves ready to be parents, and my identity continues to evolve. As much as I want to have a child who will be blessed to know their biological parents, we are inspired to adopt a baby of our own. One of the Korean adoptees in the Sporkful podcast mentions that although adoption transcends cultural and social divides, it is inexplicably connected to loss and trauma. While there have been times I've felt this loss, my experience of being adopted has granted me an opportunity to build a different set of connections. I think about how I feel when both of you introduced me with so much pride as your daughter. I remember the first time I read my adoption papers and could see how much both of you wanted me. And I'm always inspired and thankful for the unbreakable bond that I have with Orion and Noah. I have always believed there is a day when babies awake and their existence begins. This existence is formed through all the care, love, and memories that get created by the family they wake up with. No baby chooses to be a certain race, to come from a certain economic background, to live in a specific country, or who their siblings will be. We all just wake up and hope we have a good life. I'll never know why the universe decided that I should be so lucky to wake up in our family, but not a day goes by that I am not grateful and that I don't think about how lucky I am. Thank you for being brave enough to come find me 34 years ago, and thank you for being brave enough to encourage me back to Korea. All my life, I never intended to look for my biological family because I didn't feel a need to. Being in Korea these past 2 weeks together has not only broadened my understanding of the rich history and culture of my birthplace, but it's confirmed that I'm content in my identity as both a Korean and a Melahan. When I think about my biological parents, I don't feel a sense of loss, but instead gratitude for loving me so much they gave me to you. This has been truly the trip of a lifetime in the making. And I hope you both know how much I love and respect you for everything you've given me. With love and gratitude, Mayanne Melahan Hollenbeck. Che Seyong.